All right, it got quiet, so y'all are ready to go. We'll go ahead and get this meeting started. I'll call to order the City Council regular meeting for February the 18th. And who's calling the roll for me? Ah, you bet. Welcome.
Mayor
Clerk.
Brian Bach,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Jimmy First,
Here.
Councilmember John Mesa, Councilmember Leslie Robson, Councilmember Paul Stovall,
Here.
and Councilmember Elmer Veit.
Present.
Good to have you back, Madam Clerk. We missed you. All right, we've got the Pledge of Allegiance this evening. I'm going to ask Jordan Fox. I ain't seen him in a while. I'm going to ask Jordan to lead us in the pledge this evening. All right. We will need a motion to approve the agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I need to make a motion to amend the agenda.
Very good.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to amend the agenda, and we are amending it for?
We will add an item, which will be a second motion, sir.
All right. We are adding an item to the agenda.
I'm sorry, we usually do this as two amend, so it's motion to amend, then motion with the change. So we vote on the first one first, sir.
Yeah. All right.
We haven't voted on the first motion yet.
Getting ahead of myself. All right. Got a motion and a second to amend the agenda. All in favor? All right. Now we're.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to add an item, the Lifeline Animal Showcase.
There you go.
Second.
A motion and a second to add Lifeline Animal Showcase to the agenda this evening. All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right. Yeah, now we got to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda, and all in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, so we'll get down to announcements and presentations, and we will let Lifeline go first this evening.
Thank you for having us. Today, our council dog is Wanda from DeKalb County Animal Services, and we're here with Rye. She is super excited to be out. She is one of our current staff favorites here at DeKalb County Animal Services. She came into our shelter last October as a stray, but quickly has blossomed into a really, as you can tell, excited pup, and wants nothing more than to find a loving home or foster. Currently, we're at 534 dogs. Intake has been going up very quickly lately. The past week, we took in 134 dogs, and for reference, the previous year, we brought in 91 dogs in that same week, so about a 40% increase since then. So definitely, we encourage adopters as well as fosters. We have a lot of foster programs, especially with puppy season coming up and also kitten season coming up. Just so many animals are coming in, and the right one is here waiting for you. And we also have, for residents of DeKalb County, our Healthy Pets event on March 15th at Assembly Atlanta. It's the perfect opportunity to microchip, vaccine, and have spay and neuter services for your pets. And you can learn more about that at DeKalbAnimalServices.com. And then something else we're really excited for is the Pet Neighborhood, as you all are aware of, recently broke ground, and we've started construction on it. So we are super excited to see that come and give homes to more dogs like Wanda, to give them the much needed space at our shelter. So, yep, thank you.
Yep, so glad to get that extended space under construction and get that moving along to relieve some of the overcrowding at the shelter. And I had an opportunity to play with Wanda for a minute when I came in. Very friendly girl. If anybody is looking to add a member to their family, please consider Wanda or one of the other fine animals that is at the shelter. They all deserve a loving home, and we need to find them one. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you for bringing Wanda.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Anything from council?
I just have one question, John Maximuk. Why are you standing so far away from that dog? Are you afraid you're going to fall in love?
I told John when we came in, he pets all of them every month. Sooner or later, he's going to take one home. He's gonna take one home. I think it's gonna become a staff requirement. We're gonna,
It's gonna be either your wife or the dog, I don't know. Okay,
there's a plan right there. There's a plan right there. Thank y'all for bringing Wanda out. We appreciate y'all. All right. All right, we have the 2024 Volunteer of the Year Award. Brittany, you doing that for us?
Mayor and Council, we are excited to present the 2024 Volunteer of the Year Award. Last year marked 15 years of A Taste of Chamblee, and it really celebrates everything that makes Chamblee special. For the last 6 years I've been working for the city, we've been working very closely with Gloria Dunklin. She is the Senior Army Instructor of Chamblee High School's JROTC, and she coordinates about 20 to 30 cadets each year to wake up early in the morning and help us set up tents, banners, chairs, all kinds of things. And we really couldn't do it without her and these cadets. So we like to show her a little token of appreciation.
Come on up. Don't be shy.
And if we can get a quick picture with Mayor and Council.
Yeah. Appreciate all of our volunteers, especially those that go above and beyond. Thank you again for your service to the city. All right, now we have a real big one here. We have the police department promotion recognition. What we got going on, Chief?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Thank you guys for the opportunity to come up and recognize some of the great work of our staff. I will start off with saying that in an agency of our size, the opportunity for promotion and upward mobility is somewhat limited because we're not a large organization. So when the opportunity presents to promote, it is something we take very seriously. And this year we administered a very competitive promotion exam. It consisted of 3 parts: an oral interview, a written knowledge test based on Chamblee Police Department policy and city policy, and then an in-person assessment. Very competitive process to our candidates, and at the conclusion of that, we were able to promote 3 people from this list, and I'm going to recognize those 3 right now. The first one, from police sergeant to police lieutenant, is Levon Arthur. You can come up. He's going to be moving from our Criminal Investigations Division, where he is currently the Sergeant over Investigations, to our Patrol Division, where he will be taking over Patrol Team C as their watch commander. Currently, that shift is a day shift, so we'll be seeing him a lot during the day. Starting this week, he'll be promoted on Sunday, effective Sunday, so we'll be out there this weekend. The second promotion is, unfortunately not here, Officer Denzel Black, who is currently on vacation, I think getting ready for his new promotion out of the country. He could not make it, but he will be leaving uniform patrol as a patrol officer and being promoted to a sergeant on our A team, which is also a day watch team, and he'll work under Lieutenant Antonozzi on that team. And then our third promotion of this year is Detective Correa Lloyd. It's behind me. Come on up. And they are working right now too currently, so that's why you see her and fellow detectives in the room. But she is a detective in our criminal investigations division, will be promoted, and she will be joining Lieutenant Arthur on our C team, day shift come Sunday. So those are our 3 promotees. And if I can also, last year we did have 2 promotions, and one of them is here in the room, and I would like to recognize Sergeant Jenna Grizel, who was behind me. If you can come up here. She was on our previous promotion list before this assessment was promoted, and she is currently one of our neighborhood resource unit sergeants, and she's also the training coordinator, responsible for ensuring that all the staff of the Chamblee Police Department gets the excellent and outstanding training that we need for our post-certification, and then any other elective training that we need to provide the best service that we can. But I do want to say it's, very competitive and a very hard process, and definitely a great opportunity to recognize these men and women for their hard work and their dedication, and these are our leaders of tomorrow. So if I can also ask you guys to take a picture with our new promotees and congratulate them and a job well done.
Y'all come to the front a little bit. Come to the front some. Chief. Okay, yep, everybody in. Okay, come in, come in. Okay.
Thank you, guys. All right. The room is clear. Everybody up? Okay. All right. Under staff reports this evening, we have our 2025 events and programs update.
Mayor and Council, nice to see you again. We are excited for 2025. We have a lot of fun things planned for the year. We also wanted to quickly go over all the things that we accomplished in 2024.
Hello there. A little short, sorry, Britt. We'll start with Chamblee Restaurant Week. We had another really great, successful week last year. We ended up working with Discover Chamblee to issue out t-shirts this year, which I still see people wearing all the time, so it's really awesome. We also added rack cards, so those were passed out to various hotels. I believe we had some here, so just with the information about the restaurant week, and then we also added some more restaurants, so we're growing every single year, so very exciting. We also had Georgia Cities Week, which was shortly thereafter, from April 21st through the 27th as part of the GMA. Last year, we started a new thing called the Art Drop Chamblee through Parks and Recreation, which was really, really successful. It ran all week. Basically, people could put art in the different parks. If they found it, they would tag the post, and it was just really, really cool to see. We also added in the Splash Festival's Chamblee Art Fest on that Sunday, which unfortunately got rained out, but that was a really cool new event that we had. And then we also added in Chamblee Trivia Night, which was held actually just over at Vintage Pizzeria, which was really well attended and received, so we plan on doing that again as well as the art drop and some other fun activities this year. We then had the first of our Chamblee Summer Concert Series in June with the Ultimate Michael Jackson Experience. We had about 5,000 in attendance. It was a beautiful evening. We had a great time. Then we moved over to July 4th our fireworks celebration, another about 6,000 people. So again, very, very busy, but super fun. And ended with our concert in August with 10,000 Maniacs. And again, another beautiful evening with about 3,000 people at that one.
So overall, for the summer concert series, we had about 14,000 people here in the downtown area. We had several outlets that we were able to do some marketing on in partnership with Discover Chamblee. So you'll see some of them listed up there, as well as some earned and organic advertising.
In 2024, we decided to move our Atlanta United Watch Party to the later end of the year to coincide with Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month, and we think that was successful. It was held on October 5th, 2024, at a new location, so we went from the front of Plaza Fiesta to the backside of Plaza Fiesta, as that is a well-recognized area where Plaza Fiesta already has some of their events, and just people just gravitate to the area. We had a great attendance, and we're happy to bring that back again this year, but this year in March. So
We then had a taste of Chamblee on Saturday, October 19th, here in the downtown area. A massive attendance of about 6,000 over the 5-hour time frame, so a lot of people. We had over 80 different vendors with food and bev, craft sponsors. We also added in some really cool new things this year, including a youth culinary competition and a kids meal prep station through the Navigate Foundation, both of which went really, really well. So we're excited to bring those back in 2025. And we also added in the end zone, which we called for the kids, the adults, young at heart, I think is what we said, right over here in our city hall with some fun football-themed inflatables, which of course the kids took over, but it was really fun. So we're excited to bring that back again this year as well.
So again, looking at some of our marketing efforts for A Taste of Chamblee that was done alongside Discover Chamblee. So we did have some paid social media going. We also had an influencer campaign, which went fantastic for us, and then some additional organic marketing.
And last but not least, to round out our amazing event season, we had our Chamblee Holiday Hoopla event here at City Hall. This was the first one back in quite a long time for the one-time event, and we were really, really excited with how it went. We had about 300 estimated attendees. As you can see, we had some amazing pictures with Santa, with our own Cultural Affairs Program Coordinator family there. We had photos with the Grinch, cupcake decorating, crafts, some local vendors, some story time, a live performance by the Chamblee High School Marching Band, and then, of course, ended the evening with the lighting of the tree.
So last year, we introduced the City Partnered Event Program, in which we sponsored several additional events for the city. One of them being the Lunar New Year Festival at Chinatown Mall in February that brought out about 4,500 attendees. The second was Chamblee Art Fest, which was meant to be a 2-day event, but was rained out for that Sunday and had about 3,500 attendees. In May, we had the Cinco de Mayo Festival in partnership with Plaza Fiesta, which brings over to 33,000 people here in Chamblee. And then we ended the city partnered event program with the Atlanta International Night Market in May, which was also a 2-day event with 4,500 attendees.
In 2024, we started off with a street banner program. So our team decided what Heritage Months and Awareness Months to recognize, and you've probably seen some more banners here through downtown. That's going to continue this year. In February, we sponsored the CAP History Center's event. We shot over to May, and we were lucky enough to have the Ukrainian delegation visit us and learn about what we do here in the great city of Chamblee through our Sister Cities program. In June, we hosted our first ever Immigrant Heritage Month resource fair over at Village Park. That was a great success. We'll continue to do that this year. In October, like past years, we again returned to the Atlanta Pride Parade in massive numbers, and we continue to do that this year as well. And then in October, the City Hall had their first Dia de los Muertos community altar, which was received greatly by staff and the people in the community.
Hello again. We then had our third spot watch party back for the second year. This year we focused on kind of some more things that people could watch. You can see some of the options there. And really the goal of that is just to bring people to the downtown area to visit our local restaurants and businesses. So we're excited again to be doing that this year.
And a few additional accomplishments. So about this time last year, we received several awards from the Southeastern Festivals and Events Association, including Best Promotional Poster for the 2023 Chamblee Summer Concert Series, Best Promotional Poster for our 2023 Fall Event Menu, Best Event Series, we received bronze for Live on Your Block, and for Best Event Photograph, we received bronze for 4th of July. And we're actually headed back next week, and we're hoping to get some additional awards.
Better be 5 awards. We're only going up. No pressure.
2024 marked another successful year for the MPP program, or the Nonprofit Partnership Program. We had a variety of lunch and learns and a variety of roundtables. We brought in great speakers, and also this year was the first time that we started implementing that our own nonprofits host some of these meetings, because we were aware that they have valuable information that the nonprofits could learn from one another. And this year we also rolled out our biannual giving guide, so that's a major, major success for us as we hope to garner more support for our local nonprofits. And then we also won a couple awards. In January last year, we received the Georgia Municipal Association on the Georgia Trend Visionary City Award. And it's the nonprofit partnership program is growing. Currently, it sits at about 45 to 50 active nonprofits and about 30 affiliate nonprofits.
So a part of the NPP is our grant program. So in 2024, we awarded over $88,000 worth of grants to our nonprofits in the program. From all of those events and programs, funds that were raised were over $442,000. All in all, it took about $339,000 to actually execute these events and programs, and 26% of that went back to Chamblee business. And you can see a list of some of the events and programs we supported last year, and we'll be releasing an annual report after the meeting this evening. So, Chamblee 101, we are actually currently going through Chamblee 101, but looking at some numbers from last year, we had about 29 participants for our 20th year of Chamblee 101, and we did a couple things differently. So we introduced categorized days. So we had About Chamblee, where we talked about Chamblee history, as well as mayor and council. We also had quality of life, where we paired up parks and recreation, as well as community engagement. And we also did a downtown city stroll, where our participants met us downtown. We walked the downtown area. We stopped by some businesses, talked about some new developments, as well as some events and different art projects. And we also released a SharePoint site last year, and we were happy to have a couple high school students join us as well. The Neighborhood Engagement Program was fully launched last year as well, concentrating on Community 1 and Community 6. Community 1 had over 80 people at the first 2 meetings, and Community 6, which is now Arrow Creek Reserve, had over 120 people attending all 4 meetings. A part of the Neighborhood Engagement Program includes Live on Your Block. We host 6 pop-up block parties in each of our communities, and you can see all 6 of them there. Last year, Discover Chamblee Advisory Committee was very, very busy. We did all of our event advertising. We supported We Love Buford Highway's Buford Highway Restaurant Month. We had a social media influencer campaign. The local palette, we had a digital campaign where we had digital posts, social media, and 2 videos. The Discover Chamblee collateral postcard, where you may have seen laying around City Hall, was also delivered to all the hotels in the area. We placed an ad in the Atlanta Braves yearbook, an ad in the Champion newspaper. We had an annual photography asset update, and also our annual dining guide update. And a few other things that we are responsible for. are the special event permits, the temporary alcohol permits, and the block party notifications. And this is a list of all the ones that were approved last year. Oh. I was trying to play a great video for you all. Let's see if it'll work for us. So thank you to our communications department for putting together that video. It'll be posted this week on the city's social media. This is our 2025 event announcement. Just to highlight a few things, we will be partnering again with the Lunar New Year Festival, which will actually be hosted on March 29th and March 30th this year due to some construction scheduling. We will also be doing something a little different with the Chamblee Summer Concert Series, and we'll be hosting a Juneteenth celebration on Friday, June 13th. And we will be working again with the Atlanta International Night Market in June, and the concert will continue for July and August. And the third spot will look just slightly different this year. So we are gonna concentrate on college football games. So we will be showing a Georgia Tech game as well as 3 UGA games. And here's a listing of just some additional events that will be happening in the city. Our program calendar just lists out the dates for Chamblee 101, the NPP, the Neighborhood Engagement Program, and Live on Your Block. And with that being said, we had a very, very busy 2024, and we're looking to having a busier 2025. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, say Brittany and Josh and Katie, I'm just going to say, you know, this past year, you guys really raised the bar. I don't know how you're going to top it in 2025, but I'm going to tell you, just from feedback from the community, Taste of Chamblee was the most well-organized that it has ever been. And the 10,000 Maniacs and the 4th of July and all, I mean, it was just, everything was phenomenal. So thank you guys for your hard work this past year, and we look forward to seeing what we're going to enjoy this coming year. All right.
The only snafu was the 17-degree weather that Josh ordered up for the...
Yeah, if you could, yeah, for the holiday hoopla this year, if you could order better weather, we would appreciate that. But other than that,
It's cold.
yeah.
Wasn't there something about Krampus?
Krampus, yeah, something
about
about Krampus this year, I'm not sure. All right, under old business this evening, we have the approval of minutes. I've got 4 sets of minutes this evening.
Motion to, excuse me, approve all 4 of the minutes from all 4 of our meetings from January 16th, January 30th, January 30th, and January 30th as submitted.
A motion and a second to approve all 4 sets of minutes as submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right, under second reads this evening, we have the nuisance commercial property ordinance.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to allow the city attorney to read headings only.
Second.
A motion and a second for headings only. Any discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. Madam City Attorney.
Thank you. This is a second read of an ordinance to amend Chapter 22 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Chamblee, Georgia concerning business, and Appendix A, Title 3, Chapter 300 of the Code of Ordinances concerning subdivision and development standards and procedures for the purpose of regulating nuisance commercial properties, to repeal conflicting ordinances, and for other purposes. Part 1 will amend Chapter 22 by adding a new Article 9, nuisance commercial properties. And the ordinance also amends Appendix A, Title 3, Chapter 300, Section 303, by revising the definition of nuisance to include commercial properties that meet certain conditions.
Motion, to turn my microphone on, motion to adopt the nuisance commercial property ordinance as read and submitted.
Second.
A motion and a second to adopt the nuisance commercial property ordinance as read by the city attorney. Any further discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. And under first reads this evening, we have the UDO taproom amendment.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to allow the city attorney to read headings only on this second read.
That's first read.
First read, excuse me.
Second.
Motion and a second to allow the city attorney to read headings only. Any discussion? All in favor? All right, Madam City Attorney.
This is an ordinance to amend the Code of Ordinances of the City of Chamblee, Georgia, Unified Development Ordinance, Title I, Administration, and Title II, Land Use and Zoning, by editing and adding certain provisions and for all other lawful purposes. Specifically, it would amend Section 110-1, definitions, the definition of taproom. It would amend Section 240-1, the table of permitted and prohibited uses, and Section 240-13, to add additional requirement, the supplemental use provisions.
That
Motion
it?
to move this, we don't have.
We
any
don't need
motion.
it. This will just move to second read.
Okay.
All right. Under staff action items this evening, we have HB 581 statewide floating homestead exemption opt-out resolution.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution to opt out as presented by staff.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the opt-out resolution in regards to HB 581 as presented by staff. Any discussion on that item?
Just one thing I'd like to say really quickly is that we had 3 public hearings, and I've had multiple people reach out to me about this, and not one person, not one, said they were in favor of opting into this.
Yep. Very good. All right. All right, all in favor? And that is unanimous. We have the Go Bond validation resolution.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt the Go Bond resolution as presented. Any further discussion on this item?
I would just like to thank the residents of Chamblee for overwhelmingly passing this with 80% of the vote.
Very good. All in favor? And that is unanimous. The 2025 Discover Chamblee appointments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adopt a resolution appointing the following individuals to the Discover Chamblee group. Resident appointment, Anisha Pradhan. Council appointment, Paul Stovall. Hotelier appointments, Faith Baker of Spice and Sky and Kathy Hart of the Atlanta Marriott Century Center.
Second.
A motion and a second to appoint members of the Discover Chamblee committee as stated by Councilmember Vythe. Any further discussion? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right, we have PZ 2025-1422. This is the dumpster variance for 2028 Northeast Expressway.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the variance from Section 240-7B AD to install a commercial dumpster enclosure in the front yard with conditions as recommended by staff.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this with conditions as recommended by staff. Any further discussion?
I just want to make sure that that is conforming materials to the building and not wood. Is that correct?
That is how it is. Those conditions were given to us, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right, all in favor? That is unanimous. And then finally, we have the 4133 Longview Drive, this single-family waiver application.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve with conditions all 3 requested variances with the following conditions. Number 1, the development shall be constructed in substantial conformity with the site plan received by Planning and Development Department dated, it was received on December 20th, 2024, with revisions required by conditions of approval as reviewed and approved by the Planning and Development Director. and appropriate improvements shall be made to the existing sidewalk to make it in good repair, including but not limited to saw cutting and replacing sections with cracks.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second to approve 4133 Longview with conditions as stated by Councilmember Vyeth. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? That is unanimous. All right, nothing under mayor and council this evening, so we will move down. We are at public comments. I'll read the rules of order for public comments. The mayor is the presiding officer. All remarks shall be addressed to the city council as a body, not to individual members. Anyone wishing to speak shall come to the microphone, give your name and address to the city clerk. Limit remarks to 3 minutes unless further time is granted by council. Not speak a second time until everyone wishing to speak has spoken once, and no one can speak more than twice. Please do not speak unless you have the microphone and have been recognized. And with that, I will open it up for public comments. Anyone wishing to speak to council this evening?
By the
Come
way,
on
I'm the
up.
timekeeper, and when you hit 3 minutes, I'll let you know. It could be abrupt and startling, so please excuse me.
Hi, I'm Kevin Baker, and I'm a homeless man sleeping on a bench.
Okay. All right.
I see a lot of things, presentation earlier. I see a lot of things, a lot of fun things that happened in Chamblee last year, and a lot of fun things that are planned. You know, we are in that together. We are in this together. Yes. You know what? We're not in this together? The negativity, the bad things that happen in the world. When bad things happen to somebody, nobody is there for them. Nobody cares about them. I don't need it. I don't need anybody to care about me. I got God, all right? But I talk about, I was reading, I said, I watched a black man get stabbed. At the same time, we, the people around me, we also watched a black man get stabbed. And we stood still while I took action. I concerns humanity. We concerns the state. When somebody goes against we, they become an enemy of the state for some reason. But it's always I, the single person, who takes action when bad things happen. We watched a man getting beaten by his wife. Me and some other folks watched a man beating his wife. Again, we did nothing but look dumbfounded and looking for somebody else to do something. I, on the other hand, was free to act as I wished. I recently fell in love with pronouns. Until recently, I didn't know what they were. Come to find out, I and we are pronouns. These are some of the most destructive and polarizing set of words in the English language. Yes, I also recently learned what polarized and destructive means. But my focus today is on I and the power I works in maintaining peace, justice, and stability. We requires nothing more than conformity. Another one of those weird words that I just learned. I'm not against coming together, finding solutions, loving one another.
We're at time.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else wishing to speak to council this evening? Come on up. Yeah.
My name is Christopher Perlera Umaña, and I live at 5200 Peachtree Road, PML Lofts. Good evening, council. May I continue? Thank you. I'm the Homeowners Association President for Peachtree Malone Lofts, and I am a Chamblee 101 graduate. I'm here to humbly ask for y'all to put the past behind us and help us fix our dumpster drain. I'm asking for the 100 or so residents that duly elected me About a year ago, the trail that I personally supported inadvertently cut the drain next to our dumpster. It floods every rain and we cannot empty it. Engineers and our staff have reached out previously to receive approval, but efforts were not fruitful. Please, we want to work with you, but we are tired of waiting. Thank you, Council.
Sir. Anyone else wishing to speak to council? Anyone? All right. Seeing no one else, do we have executive session this evening?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to enter into executive session to discuss real estate, potential litigation, and personnel matters.
Second.
I have a motion to enter into executive session for the trifecta. All in favor? All right. We'll go into executive session. Folks, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Oh, is it good?
No, we do not want you to disappear out of our lives.
Almost. Missing two. Mr. Mayor, motion to exit executive session.
Second.
Motion and a second to exit executive session. All in favor? That is unanimous.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, thank you, guys.